Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, for the sake of recording, Hare Krishna, we'll continue our discussion on Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Yesterday we discussed Sloka number 17, in which Kulshekara Alvar emphasized the worship of Sriman Narayana in our mind and not to worship or serve the small masters in the material world for smaller benefits. So look for higher benefit, not for the smaller benefit. Okay? So today we will discuss Shloka number 18. Oh, before that, okay, I wanted to ask you a question. So you all see this picture, right? Everybody knows this picture, Bhagavad Gita picture. So you have horses here, and this whole thing is known as chariot of life. Let me see if I can find a better picture. To zoom in. Maybe this. Okay, I think this is better. So you all see this picture, right? This picture shows chariot of life. Can somebody explain what are the different components that you see here?
Krishna and Arjuna.
Yeah.
And Radham and the horses.
Yeah.
And the horse tied with the rope, and that is handled by Lord Krishna.
Okay.
And the flag.
Yeah. So what do the horses represent?
Our five senses.
Okay. And Krishna?
Paramatma.
Yeah, he's the intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence.
And the ropes that Krishna is holding, that's the mind. And what does Arjuna represent?
Soul.
Arjuna represents soul. And what is the chariot?
Our body.
Our body. Okay, perfect. So the question I wanted to ask today, something struck me, okay, something very funny, because there are a lot of Telugu people here. There is a proverb, not exactly proverb, but a commonly used sentence in Telugu that you can apply here. So the homework is to all the Telugu people. You meditate on this picture and think of some proverb or some commonly used sentence and see if you are able to find it. Okay? Now let's go back to our discussion. Did you all understand the question?
Like that.
Go
ahead, Mataji.
ప్రభుజీ సామెత అంటారే అలా నా ప్రభుజీ.
Yes, సామెత లాగా. Okay. Yeah. And also, before we start discussion on the next shloka, I want to ask everybody, because today I see a lot of people. I don't know, because I'm in the temple, that's why a lot of people, so I should come to temple every day. So the thing I wanted to ask is, from Monday, Kartik Mass is starting. Damodara month, Kartik month is starting. And it is recommended to sing Damodarashtakam every day, which we will be doing in the temple morning and evening. We can do in this call also for 5 minutes. But along with Damodarashtakam, it is also recommended to recite or hear Gajendra Stuti. So remember I was telling a few months ago that during
Yes.
Kartik month we will do Gajendra Stuti classes. So this is what I'm thinking. We can pause Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra for some time and then discuss Gajendra Stuti. So do your thumbs up or anything so that, okay, Neela is okay, Ankita okay, Shamala okay, Aparna okay, Shiva okay, okay. Srividya, what about you?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Prabhuji, from this Monday, Prabhuji?
From this Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have majority votes. That means we can start Gajendra Stuti discussion then. Okay. So Shloka number 18. 18 or 17? 18. Baddhenāñjalinā natena śirasā gātraih sa-romodgamaih kantena svara-gadgadena nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā.
baddhenāñjalinā tanena śirasā gātraih sa-romodgamaih kantena svara-gadgadena nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā.
Nityam tvac-caran āravinda-yugala-dhyānāmr tāsvādinām asmākam sarasīruhāks satatam sampadyatām jīvitam.
nityam tvac-caran āravinda-yugala-dhyānāmr tāsvādinām asmākam sarasīruhāks satatam sampadyatām jīvitam.
Okay, so here in this shloka, Kulshekar Alvar he is telling how to worship Krishna in our mind. In the previous shloka, natena purushottame trijagatam, Kulshekar Alvar asked us to worship Krishna in our mind. And in this shloka, current shloka, he is telling how to do that. How nityam tvac-caran āravinda-yugala. This is the second part of the shloka, but this is where the actual part begins. Nityam tvac-caran āravinda-yugala-dhyānāmr tāsvādanam. Kulshekar Alvar is saying that, O Lord, I wish to meditate on the lotus feet of yours every day. Nityam. Nityam tvat. Tvat means your Charanaravinda, lotus feet. Yugala, two lotus feet. Dhyānāmr dhyana. Dhyana means meditation. Amrita asvādinām. I want to taste the nectar fully by meditating on the lotus feet of yours. Asmākam sarasīruhāks satatam sampadyatām jīvitam. This is the highest sampada of our life. The last line, sampadyatām jīvitam. This is sampatti. Sampatti means the wealth. This is the highest wealth in our life. What is the highest wealth in our life? To meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna every day. Nityam means every day, but but we should understand it as every second. Every second we should be in a meditative mood. Every second, whatever you are doing, whether you are at work or outside, whatever you are doing, we should be in the meditative mood. We should think about something, nama, rupa, guna, leela. We should think about something about Krishna. But how should we think about that? That Bhagavan Krishna that is mentioned in the first part of the shloka, which is the most beautiful part. The second part we all know. Kulshekara Alvar mentioned this a lot of times in the previous shlokas. Mukunda-Mālā pranipatyayache. All those shlokas Kulshekara Alvar mentioned, we discussed. But here, he's giving some more details how to do that. How baddhenāñjalinā. Anjali means when you join two palms together. When you join two palms together, this is Anjali. If you keep a deepam in this Anjali, that becomes Deepanjali. If you keep some flowers and offer at the feet of somebody, that becomes Pushpanjali. So, baddhenāñjali, that means Kulshekara Alvar is saying Anjali itself means two palms joined together, but he is emphasizing that baddhena means joined together. Join both palms together. So what does it signify when you are joining both palms together and showing like this? One thing is Anjali, when you are offering something, Deepam or Pushpam, that is one meaning.
Begging.
Begging. Begging, yes, very good. Yeah. Yachana. Kulshekara Alvar mentioned that word yacha in one of the shloka. Which shloka is that? That's the
Third one. Śirasā. Vande śirasā. Third one. Prabhuji.
Mukunda-Mālā pranipatyayache. Very good. Yes, good job. Pranipatyayache. Pranipat means by falling down, by paying obeisances, sāśṭāṅga namaskar, and then begging. So here, maybe Kulshekara Alvar understood that people will become old and they cannot fall down, they cannot pay sāśṭāṅga namaskara. So just do like this, okay? So Anjali, baddhenāñjali, that is one. Another one is natena śirasā. Natena also means to fall down. Sāśṭāṅga namaskara or panchanga namaskara. Sāśṭāṅga namaskara for men, panchanga namaskara for women. Natena śirasā. With your head bowing down at the feet of Krishna. Baddhenāñjalinā natena śirasā. So two things. What are the two things that we have so far? One is Anjali in this mudra of begging. Yachaka mudra. This mudra of begging.
Prabhuji, Anjali means like Namaskaram we do, like Prabhuji. That also Anjali only.
No, this is not Anjali.
Okay.
That is Namaskar. This is not Anjali. Anjali is like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should be in a begging mood, and then your head should be bowing down.
In Bharatanatyam, they say Anjali means like praying only.
In Bharatanatyam, Anjali means praying?
Yeah, like near your chest. Put your
Like
both
namaskara,
hands
like
together.
this.
Yeah, near the chest, yeah.
Okay. And then gātraih sa-romodgamaih. Gātra means What is gatra?
Voice.
Okay, that's what everybody
Sing.
thinks, right?
Heavy.
Huh?
Heavy.
Heavy. No. Yeah. Gatra means voice in Telugu, not in Sanskrit. Okay. In Sanskrit, gatra means bodily limbs. Bodily limbs. Gātraih sa-romodgamaih. Roma means hairs. Hairs on the body limbs. Sa-romodgamaih. Sa means along with. Roma udgamai. Udgamai means standing. Goosebumps. That means goosebumps. Ecstasy. We should be in ecstasy when we are meditating on Krishna, when we are chanting his name, when we are chanting that Namo Narayanaya mantra, or Hare Krishna Maha mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra, or anything, when we are reciting Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, Vishnu Sahasranama, anything, any names of Krishna or Bhagavan Vishnu Narayana, when we are chanting those names, we should be in ecstasy. Gātraih sa-romodgamaih. So these hairs standing on end, like goosebumps. We hear this in Bhagavad Gita. We hear this in the first chapter, when Arjuna expresses his bewilderment after seeing all of his cousins, Dronacharya, Bhishma. He expresses his inability to fight, and he also says, my hairs are standing on end. My bodily limbs are quivering. My whole body is heating up. And my mouth is drying up. And I cannot stand here anymore. My mind is reeling. I cannot stand here anymore. So Arjuna expresses all these symptoms. So you will get these symptom of hair standing on end in two occasions. One is when you are fearful or when you are in ecstasy. So here Kulshekhar Alvar is talking about ecstasy. Now the similar ecstasy is expressed by Sanjaya in Bhagavad Gita in the last chapter. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna expressed hair standing on end to indicate fear. Whereas Sanjaya in the last chapter, 18th chapter, he expressed goosebumps or hair standing on end to indicate ecstasy. So let's see those two shlokas of Sanjaya, so that this point of hair standing on end, goosebumps, is registered in our mind thoroughly. When you hear some happy news or something exciting, you'll experience this, right? Goosebumps. So this is the shloka. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, shloka number 76. Sanjaya says, Rajan samsmritya samvadam imam adbhutam keshavarjunaya keshavarjunayo punyam hrishyami cha muhurmuhu. Rajan samsmritya samvadam imam adbhutam keshavarjunayo punyam Rishyami cha muhurmuhu. So let's read this translation. Shamala, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. O King, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment.
Being thrilled at every moment. Okay, so here the goosebumps is not there yet. Okay, so next shloka. So in the series of shlokas 76, 77, 78 of 18th chapter, Sanjaya, after hearing entire Bhagavad Gita, he expresses his astonishment, his ecstasy, his happiness. So he starts by saying that as I hear this conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, I take great pleasure being thrilled at every moment. So we should be hearing Bhagavad Gita in that mode. Now here, next one. Taccha samsmritya samsmritya rupam atyadbhutam harehe vismayo me mahan rajan krishyami cha punaha. Okay, can you read that again?
Yes, I'll get. Yes, Prabhuji. O King, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with wonder more and more, and I rejoice again and again.
Yeah, in the previous shloka, Sanjaya talked about how he was relishing the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. And in this shloka, 77, he's saying how he is relishing or rejoicing Krishna's form. Okay? No, not 78. Where is that goosebumps thing then? 75 maybe? Yeah. Maybe 75. This one. 74 actually. 74. Sanjaya uvacha ityaham vasudevasya parthasya cha mahatmanaha samvadam imam ashrausham adbhutam romaharshanam. This is the word romaharshanam. Romaharshanam is equivalent to gātraih sa-romodgamaih in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. So, Shamala, can you read this?
Sanjaya said, Thus have I heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on end.
Okay, so just like how Sanjaya experienced hair standing on end, Roma Harshanam, Adbhutam Roma Harshanam. So we should also develop symptoms like that. We should develop some feelings like that when we hear Krishna Katha, when we chant Krishna's names, when we see Krishna's deity, or whenever we are thinking of Krishna in our mind. We should try to experience some ecstasy. You may or may not get goosebumps, but some ecstasy. Goosebumps are described to talk about the highest level of ecstasy. We may or may not get, but you should feel some happiness, some ecstasy whenever we think about Krishna, when we chant, when we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, when we hear, just like in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra call every day, we are all relishing it so much. The way how Shamala shared today in the group, right? So she went to some Golu and then she saw a beautiful decoration of Golu there, focusing all on Krishna's Leelas, and most importantly, the Guruvayurappan temple and Keshava elephant. We discussed that 2 times in the class. Once in the past and I think that time she was in India. And 2 days ago also we discussed that. So, and she saw that exactly same elephant on a big wall. They made a big poster of Keshava elephant as part of Golu. So,
Yes, Prabhuji. They made with all hand painting.
oh, somebody painted it.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, very nice. So, very nice. So, like that, we should feel happiness. We should be very eager to hear Krishna Katha. We should be very eager to chant Krishna's names. Then we'll feel some ecstasy. So, gātraih, gātra means not the voice again. Gātra means bodily limbs. Arjuna says in first chapter, Vepatuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam samsrate hasta tvacchaiva paridahyate. So there also he says, my hair is standing on end. But that is out of fear. But we should have hair standing out of ecstasy. So what's the next one? The next thing is natena svara-gadgadena. Natena svara-gadgadena. So here kanta means voice or throat. Swara is the voice, kanta is throat, swara is the voice, gadgadena. Gadgadena means trembling. So when we really feel ecstasy and then have hair standing on end, we will also have this symptom of natena svara-gadgadena. Our voice will be choked, our throat will be choked, our voice will be trembling. We want to say something, but we are not able to say that properly. All of this is ecstasy. And all these symptoms will also occur when somebody is in fear. But here, we are in ecstasy. We are talking about ecstasy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 500 years ago when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, when he used to take darshan of Jagannath in Puri Jagannath temple, he was expressing these symptoms. He was exhibiting these symptoms. When he sees Jagannath darshan and he wants to offer some prayers to Jagannath. To offer prayers to Jagannath, you have to take Jagannath's name, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was trying to say Jagannath's name, but he could not pronounce that name properly because his voice was trembling, his throat is choked. He wanted to say Jagannath, but he would say Jaga Gaga Gaga Jaga Jaga Gaga Gagaja Gagaja. He used to say like this. He could not say Jagannath. So this is natena svara-gadgadena. Natena svara-gadgadena nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā. Next one. Nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā. Our eyes should be shedding tears. When we hear Krishna Katha, when we chant Krishna's names, when we look at Krishna's beautiful Archa Vigraha form in the temples, we should shed some tears out of separation from Krishna. We should shed some tears and out of happiness also. Just like a mother, if the mother sees the child after 1 year or so, the first thing the mother will do is shed tears. All of us have experienced that. Our mothers have done that to us, or we have done the same thing to our children. When our children are away from us for 1 or 2 months, we do that. Either out of feeling some separation, or feeling some happiness out of ecstasy. nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā. Now going back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's example again. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just like how he exhibited the previous symptom, contain a svara-gadgadena, his throat was choking, his voice was trembling. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also used to shed tears, not just 1 or 2 drops, not just few drops, or not just continuous, downpour of tears. It's not like that. But he used to exhibit this in a most amazing way. The way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to shed tears was like he used to stand in front of Jagannath's deity in Jagannath temple in Puri. Let's say he was standing a few feet from the deity, 5 feet, 10 feet away from the deity. And when he sheds tears, the tears will form a straight line and go and do abhishekam to the deity. Like when you take some water in a syringe, like an injection syringe, and then you pull the syringe, you can see a flow of water in a straight line. Just like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to cry. The tears were going like syringe, line of water, and doing abhishekam to the Jagannath deity. So that is nayanena, what is that line? nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā. And the same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shikshashtakam, he says this. I'll show you that. So this is Shikshashtakam, Sloka number 6. Shikshashtakam, written by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 8 shlokas, glorifying the holy name. Last week we discussed this first shloka, right? What happens when you chant holy name? Cheto darpanam arjanam, bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam, shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam, vidyavadu jivanam, anandaham buddhivardhanam, pratipadam purnamr tāsvādanam, sarvatma snapanam, param vijayate, Shri Krishna sankirtanam. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described glories of chanting the holy name. In the shloka number 6, so he is saying this. Nayanam galadashrudaraya vadanam gadgadarudaya gira pulakai nichitam vapukadha tava nama grihane bhavishyati. Nayanam galadashrudaraya. Same thing. In Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra also, nayanenodgīrn pāmbunā. In Shikshashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that, "Oh my Lord, when will I shed tears when I am chanting your holy name? Nayanam galadashrudaraya. Vadanam gadgada rudaya gira. When will my throat choke up? When will my voice tremble when I am chanting your holy name?" That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is pretending as if he doesn't have taste in chanting Krishna's names. That's why he's asking, when will I get tears from my ears, from my eyes? When will my throat choke up? When will my voice tremble when I am chanting your name? When will I come to that stage? Right now, I don't have any taste. When will I develop taste and come to that higher level where I exhibit these qualities? Nayanam galadashrudaraya vadanam gadgadarudaya gira. And then the third one is goosebumps. Pulakair nichitam vapukada. తెలుగులో అంటారు కదా, ఒళ్ళు పులకిస్తుంది అని. సో పులకైర్ నిచితం వపు కదా. When will hair stand on my end? When will I get goosebumps? Tava nama grihane bhavishyati. So let's read the translation of this. Okay, somebody, Neela, can you read this translation?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, now let's read the translation of our Shloka number 18 also. Yeah, can you read this also, Neela?
Yes, Prabhuji. O lotus-eyed Lord, please sustain our lives as we constantly relish the nectar of meditating on your lotus feet. And with our palms prayerfully joined, our heads bowed down, our bodily hair standing up in jubilation, our voices choked with emotion, and our eyes flowing with tears. Hare Krishna.
So, the last line of this shloka, sampadyatām jīvitam. Kulshekhara Alvar is describing all these so
The translations is like switched in the order. The translation here is of the first part.
Correct. Yeah. With our palms prayerfully joined, that is baddhenāñjalinā. Natena śirasā, heads bowed down. Yeah, correct. So Kulshekhara Alvar, after describing all the symptoms of ecstasy, he is saying that this is our wealth, sampadyatām jīvitam. What is our wealth? Our wealth is Bhagavatam. Our wealth is Krishna Katha. Our wealth is Krishna Nama. So Kunti Devi tells this very beautifully in her prayer. Namo akinchana vitthaya. Let me try to find that shloka. So, Kunti prayers, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Shloka number 27. Namo kinchana vittaya nivritta gunavrittaye atma ramaya shantaya kaivalyapataye namaha. Let's all repeat this shloka. It's a beautiful shloka. Namo kinchana vittaya nivritta gunavrittaye
Namo
Atma Ramaya Shantaya Kaivalyapataye Namaha.
Atma
Atma-ramaya shantaya kaivalyapataye namaha.
Okay. So Kunti Devi is saying that O Krishna, you are the property of the materially impoverished. Impoverished means people who are poor. People who are poor, for them, you are the property, you are the wealth. For those who don't have anything, if they have you, then they have all the wealth in their life. Vitta. Vittam means dhanam, wealth, property. Akinchana. Akinchana means poor people or orphans, those who don't have anything, no money, no people, no family members. Such people are called akinchana. And Krishna is known as akinchana vitta. Namo akinchana vittaya. Obeisances to that Krishna who has a name akinchana vitta. So that is what Kulshekar Alvar is saying. Sampadyatām jīvitam. This is our life. Krishna, you are our life. You are the wealth of our life. You are the wealth of our life. And that wealth is accessible to us. It becomes available to us very easily, simply by thinking about Krishna. Just like how we discussed that story of a Brahmana from Pratishtanpur, right? In Pratishtanpur, that Brahmana, he wanted to worship Krishna in an opulent way. Ranganath. He wanted to worship Ranganath in an opulent way. But he is poor, he doesn't have any money. And he started worshipping Ranganath very opulently in his mind only. He went to Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri and fetched water in golden pots and made beautiful garlands with a lot of beautiful flowers and cooked payasam. Everything in the mind, in his imagination. He imagined a beautiful deity of Ranganath. He imagined doing all these services. And then Ranganath was pleased, Narayana was pleased in Vaikunta. And Narayana sent the Pushpaka Vimana and asked the Vishnudutas to bring this Brahmana to Vaikunta. So for those of you who don't have anything, the moment we think about Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Vishnu, Narayana, they become our property. Sampadyatām jīvitam. Also, there is a beautiful story of this property or wealth. So we'll discuss this and then we'll end the call. So about 400 years ago, 500 years ago, when Sanatana Goswami was there, he was sitting on the banks of Yamuna in Vrindavan, and one person came to him. He said he told Sanatana Goswami that I wanted to marry off my daughter to somebody, but I am poor. I don't have enough money. Then I was, I was thinking who to approach. I asked some people in the town, and somebody suggested your name. Go to Sanatana Goswami. He has a touchstone, Chintamani. Chintamani is a precious stone. It's a precious jewel. You touch that Chintamani stone and you make a wish, anything will happen. Or you put the touchstone on anything and that will become gold. If you have that one single stone, touchstone with you, you have all the wealth with you. So then, this person who came to Sanatana Goswami, he tells that, I have heard that you are the most richest person in this town. I heard that you have something with you. Can I have that? I want to marry off my daughter to somebody. For that I need some money. So can you give me that Chintamani stone? Sanatana Goswami says, yes, I can give you that. No problem. Then this man asks, so where is it? Sanatana Goswami says, it's somewhere in the garbage bin there. And then he immediately rushes. That man rushes to that garbage bin and starts finding the touchstone, Chintamani. And as soon as he finds it, he gets a doubt. I have heard from people in the town saying that Sanatana Goswami is the most richest. And he has thrown Chintamani stone in the garbage. That means he has something more valuable than Chintamani stone. So I want to ask for that, not Chintamani, but I want to ask for more valuable than Chintamani. So he takes that Chintamani and goes back to Sanatana Goswami and asks, if you have thrown Chintamani stone into garbage, that means you definitely have something more valuable. What is that? Can I have that? And then Sanatana Goswami reveals that yes, I have something more valuable than Chintamani stone. That's why I have thrown Chintamani into garbage. And Sanatana Goswami reveals, he takes out his bead bag and he starts chanting, and he says, this is chanting Krishna's name is my wealth, is my highest wealth. Compared to this wealth, that Chintamani precious stone is like broken pieces of glass. That's why I have thrown that away. Then that man asks, you could have thrown that in the Yamuna river, right? Why did you throw it in the garbage? Then Sanatana Goswami says, that stone is of no use to me. Chintamani stone is of no use to me. If I throw it in Yamuna river, nobody will be able to use it. But if I keep it in some place like garbage, somebody who is in need, they may use it. Like you are in need, so you can use it. That's why I have kept it there. And in my opinion, that is the correct place that the stone deserves. Garbage. And then hearing all this, that man is also transformed. And he also throws that Chintamani stone away and he starts chanting and experiencing great joy in that. So this is what exactly Kulshekhar Alvar is saying. Sampadyatām jīvitam. This is the wealth of our life. Chanting your name. Namo Narayanaya, Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is our wealth. So Kulshekhar Alvar is giving all these details to inspire us to meditate on Krishna by chanting his name, by remembering his leelas. So, how beautiful it is. So simply hearing this is itself, makes our heart feel so good. And And the proof that somebody was able to do this, somebody experienced these symptoms of ecstasy. That means we can also experience. We can also experience. Now I want to share one thing, and then with that we will end. So these days, whenever I think about the word Bhagavatam, okay, some kind of nice feeling comes to my heart. I don't have Bhagavatam in my hand. I don't have Bhagavatam on my laptop. Nothing. But simply by thinking about Bhagavatam, just like in my college days, just imagine I had a girlfriend, and the moment I think about the girlfriend, some kind of ecstasy comes to your mind, right? So, such a kind of feeling is coming these days. So, I haven't read the entire Bhagavatam yet, but in the last 1 to 2 years, especially in the last 1 year, in the association of all of you, we are discussing Bhagavatam every day. We are relishing Bhagavatam every day. That's why the moment I think about Bhagavatam, I feel so happy. So like that, everybody should find some means and make a connection with Bhagavatam. Somebody may be connected to the melody of the shlokas in Bhagavatam. That is one of my connections, by the way. Or somebody may be connected to the wonderful stories in Bhagavatam, Krishna Leelas in Bhagavatam. Somebody may be connected to both the melody and the rasa of the Leela. Leela rasa svādana. So whatever it is, you have to find what helps you to develop this feeling. So you try different things, and then see what works for you. What has worked for me may not work for you, but you experiment different things. It's an art. Nobody can give you step-by-step instruction saying that you do this and you will have these feelings in your heart. So nobody can tell that. So it's an art of the heart. So you have to experiment different things. So we have to make Bhagavatam as our lifelong companion. This is our wealth. This is the highest wealth in our life. Everything else, we'll be attending so many pujas, so many rituals. During the last 9 days of Navaratri, you all must have attended some pujas. Yesterday, Dasara. So many things, right? But I can guarantee you, nothing satisfies you as much as reading Bhagavatam, discussing Bhagavatam. Nothing gives you as much as that's satisfaction. Shamala can tell if that is correct or not.
100% Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the time when the puja will be done, and as soon as I can join the call.
Yeah. See, look at her. Every day she was attending the Kunkuma Puja in the temples. And then immediately after that, she was joining the call. It's a big commitment. With family, taking care of children, getting them ready for the school next day morning, preparing so many things. So the whole day is busy schedule, and she's working also. So 2-3 hours spending in the temple, attending Kunkuma Puja, and then immediately joining this call. That means 4 to 5 hours you are completely occupied with this.
Haribol Prabhuji.
So good. That shows that how much enthusiasm and deep interest you have in hearing Krishna Katha.
Luckily, these 9 days, my daughter also with me, my son also with me. They also heard all the kathas, what you said, and I'm very happy, Prabhuji.
Very good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. And she inspired her sister Vishali very nicely. She's also joining this call. Very,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah, this is called family business. Krishna Katha is a family business. And the wealth that we want to acquire from this business is Bhagavatam, Krishna Katha. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai. Kushekara
Jai.
Jai.
Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.